So it's been over 2 months since I drove my 2023 Subaru Impreza home for the first time. Back in May, I finally got my car I've always wanted. Technically, I was supposed to get like a Crosstrek, but I ended up with a 2023 Impreza instead, which I love Imprezas, and they've always been my dream car ever since. But I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to be doing to this car, because I know it's on a lease for 3 years. Since I only owned it for 2 months, so I'm on a 3-year lease of this car. So I do plan to keeping it after those 3 years. Kind of going to show you guys what I'm going to do for this car after those 3 years are up and I decide to keep it. Or should I upgrade to the higher trim levels of this car? Because I know this is a base model. I don't get most of the features that are on the higher trim levels on these Imprezas. Only at the base model. But I do plan, if I keep this vehicle, I do want to kind of mod it a little bit. I know people my age tend to actually upgrade the engine or put turbochargers or exhaust tips. That's not me, because I'm not really falling under the category of just full out modding this whole car to make it go faster. Only it gets 152 horsepower. That's all it gets because it's a 2-liter DOHC FB20 Boxer 4 engine. But I'm not that type of person where I'm just going to mod the whole engine completely or put turbochargers, because I'm not a fan of turbochargers because they tend to wear out the engine a lot more. But there's some couple things I want to upgrade for my vehicle. Kind of just make it look like a little sportier, more, comfortable, more, more my style. But I'm going to be showing you guys that in a little bit. So let's talk about what I want to do for the front. So basically, it's just going to be the standard front. But the thing I'm going to do for the front are the headlights. So in the base model Subaru Imprezas are basically the halogen light bulbs and this metal trim, which in the higher trim levels, these are actual lights. But most modern Subarus have this full metal light bar right here. It just acts like just a metal bar on these base models. But if you go to the 2024 Subaru Impreza base models, these are actually standard lights on these metal bars in the middle of these headlight housings. So with the problem with halogens only last for a temporary amount of time and they just burn out. But here's what I'm going to do for these headlights. I'm going to convert these to LED headlights. So that's going to be the first one on my checklist of turning these halogens into LEDs, because LEDs burn a lot more cooler and they tend to last a lot longer. So LEDs only have a lifespan about 10 years. Halogens only last for about a year or two, and they burn a lot hotter. So yeah. So the same thing I want to do for the tail lights as well. Convert these to LEDs, because these are incandescent halogen bulbs. And again, halogen bulbs burn a lot hotter and they don't last a long time. So that's what I want to do for these tail lights and these headlights. Also, since we're on the topic of LED conversions, I also do want to do an LED conversion to these moonroofs for these and these. So that's what I also want to do. Is these are halogens as well. These are incandescents. So I do want to turn these into LEDs. Also, if you guys want to do an LED conversion kit, just buy them online, buy them on Amazon. Just type in either Subaru Impreza or whatever model you have, and just type in conversion kits for that model, and then you can just buy those on Amazon or you can buy those online. It's very simple. It's not too expensive, but it is what it is. Just buy one of these and you can just convert these LEDs, and you can look on YouTube or online how to do this. Something I always want to do is just turn these lights into LEDs, because they tend to last a lot longer and they're cooler and they don't produce a lot of heat when they turn on, because halogens tend to use so much heat and they burn out a lot easier. That's why I just want to do these LEDs. Also, that's the same thing I do want to do the Forester as well. My 2012 Subaru Forester, turn these halogens, the taillights and the headlights, into LED conversions. So I do want to do those for my cars, because my Outback has the only one with LEDs. Yeah, so I want to do something without the light bar in the middle of the headlight housing, because these are just the standards of what Subarus have now. Probably, I don't know if these are actually full-on lights or just a metal bar. But I still want to do LED conversions to these. So not much changes I want to do to the front or anything, but instead I just want to do some paint protection film over the vehicle, kind of just keep it away from paint chips or, you know, bug guts or, you know, anything that can just damage the paint. So I want to protect my paint from getting dirty, because it gets pretty dirty so easily. You know, I take it to wash and it always rains and I always get like bug guts or smears or whatever. It tends to get a little bit dirty every once in a while. You know, it happens. But I do want to get some paint protection film for this car. Kind of just put it up to here for my paint protection film. Same thing in the back as well. I'm going to do that. So yeah. So now we're at the suspension part of the video. So here's what I'm going to do for my suspension for this. So this is sitting at about 5 inches off the ground, and it does tend to scrape when it gets I have higher sidewalks. So I do want to lift the suspension up a little bit. Also, if it goes over dips, I have to kind of go below like 10 miles an hour at the posted speed limit, about 15 to get over those. But I have to stay below that because this tends to scrape on the bottom. So I have to be very careful when I kind of drive it down this high raised sidewalk in these dips or bumps or anything. Kind of just want to lift the suspension up just a tad, kind of just make it go a little bit higher to the point where it doesn't scrape. But yeah. Yeah, so that, yeah, I mean, again, not much changes, but, you know, because I've, ever since these 2 months, I've just have been, I mean, it's my first car. I mean, people my age, when they get their first car, it's like, oh, you know, I just want to upgrade my engine. I want to put the turbocharger. I want to put a lot of LED underglows underneath it, you know. Yeah, sometimes it happens. You know, I do want to do that, but, you know, not me. But yeah. Suspension related, LED conversions, all that stuff, paint protection. Oh yeah, so window tint as well. So I do want to do some window tint for my windows. During the summer, it usually gets so hot in there. It's like a sauna. So basically, when it's like 90 degrees, this car gets about like 100 degrees inside without the sunshade. So I put the sunshade up, it's still very hot as hell. Yeah. But so full sunshade. I already have a full sunshade when I got this car, but it gets so hot in this car. Well, no other way to just put like some window tint, some legal window tint. Because it's kind of just cool the car down a little bit. It's not going to do much, but it's going to cool it down just a little bit. So it's just protected from harmful UV rays. But yeah. A lot of these characteristics I want to do to upgrade my Subaru Impreza. Not really much changes, but, you know. But yeah. So interior amenities, not really much. I do want to get some trims around these air conditioning heater units, my temperature control gauges and all that stuff. I do want to upgrade, put some little trim around it, you know, some rubber trim around it. Put a leather steering wheel cover and all that stuff. Get some like liners for my cup holders. Yeah, also put a cover for my shifter, my CVT lineartronic CVT. Put a cover on that. But yeah, this is my little sunshade. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to really put much into the seats, but you know, these seats are very comfortable as it is. But yeah. So these are a little bit of stuff I want to do for that. Because just upgrade these to LEDs and all that stuff. But yeah, these are just the interior amenities I just want to do. Just put some trim around it, put some LEDs and those things, and that's kind of it. So these are kind of just basic, simple modifications I want to do for the car. I'm not gonna do much to it, anything. You know, if I decide to do suspension related, I will. You know, it'll be possible if I do get a suspension related thing. If I take it to like an alignment shop or something, if it needs alignments or maintenance, because this is not under warranty. I can just do my own oil changes here. But, you know, when it comes to like alignments and some tire rotations, I have to take it to my local dealer, my Subaru dealer, just to rotate my tires, balance them, you know, change the spark plugs, or align my tires and all that stuff. Because my all-wheel drive system, Subarus are very picky with their all-wheel drive systems, and I have to be very careful when I raise the suspension because I don't want to ruin the all-wheel drive system and their differentials. Because it has to be like 2/32 of a depth of the tire, or else it will just throw off your all-wheel drive system. Mirrors, I don't know how much carbon fiber costs. I don't know how much carbon fiber costs to do carbon fiber overlays for these mirrors. I might have to research that. But yeah, so these are just some exterior amenities I want to do. Just nothing too chaotic. Again, I'm not gonna do engine related. I'm just gonna do sometimes a little cosmetic, a little bit. Just change these to LEDs, and that's kind of it, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see if you guys want to see some more Subaru Impreza adventures. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys get me there, I'll hopefully do a new adventure with my Subaru Impreza. We'll get on a road trip or something like that, you know. But I do want to hit 1,000 subscribers, so let's try to do that. So we're very close. We're 846 subscribers right now. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you guys can do it for me, it'll be very, yeah. But yeah. Hopefully we'll get 1,000 subscribers one day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. But here's the thing I want to always do, you know, my Subaru Impreza. Since first I got this car, I've always looked through my little catalog on my Impreza and see what amenities to do for my vehicle. I talked to Subaru about, you know, different mods and modifications I want to do. Ever since I got this vehicle, I've always wanted to do road trips, such as putting like roof racks, putting scuff guards, aero splash guards, and these are pretty good price if you just fill out this little code, and I get like 10% off my parts for this. Undim for windows, yeah, for these mirror caps. You know, a lot of good stuff in here. So kind of just looking at this catalog, it just makes you have some really good ideas. But some of these ideas are very planned. No one's forcing me to do modification of my car. This is just planned to just do some LEDs, just do some interior amenities, kind of just make it more my style. You know, no one's forcing me to do interior amenities or put LEDs. No, it's just my plan to just do that because I can make it more comfortable. Halogens tend to burn out so easily, so I just always wanted to do LEDs and do LED conversions, even with my 2012 Forester as well. You know, kind of just get me thinking of just looking through this catalog. Just ever since I got this car, I made a promise to always do road trips in this car, and just kind of just use this thing, you know, kind of what I want to do, like to upgrade, to put some roof racks in this car. Basically, just all that, basically. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I know this is an editor's vlog, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, it'll mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.